Hello and welcome to the annual Technology Ireland Industry Awards. This is the 28th year of the awards, but this year, obviously enough, we're having to do things a little bit differently as a result of COVID-19. Every step of this process, including this award ceremony, has been done sticking to the government guidelines. We have social distancing, masks and sanitizer to beat the band. Now, you know that this has been a strange year, unprecedented times and so on and so forth. But this evening is special because it gives us the opportunity to reflect on the good that has come from our industry. We have come out fighting through innovation and collaboration. You may have seen our finalists profiled up on the Technology Ireland website, and if so, I'm sure you can agree they are all very worthy of this recognition. We're not together tonight as usual, unfortunately, but that doesn't mean we can't connect. If you're on any of the social platforms, please use the hashtag TechIRLAwards so we can see yourselves enjoying the evening no matter where you are. Before we begin, I would like to thank our sponsors. We have our platinum sponsor, EY Ireland, our gold sponsors, Fidelity Investments, Workhuman and Enterprise Ireland, and our silver sponsors, Technology Ireland ICT Skillnet, Fit ICT Associate Apprenticeship, and Technology Ireland Software Skillnet. Now, before we jump into the awards, let's have a quick chat with Una Fitzpatrick, Director of Technology Ireland. Una, as I mentioned there at the top, it has been a strange year. It has been unprecedented and all of those cliches, but it's nice that we can all get together, even if it is virtually, to celebrate the brilliant achievements of our sector.
Absolutely. I think, when COVID kind of hit back in March, that's actually the time when we really kick off the planning for the awards every year. So I think both things coinciding together, I suppose it did call into question, would we be able to run the awards and how would we do it? So it really came down to scenario planning, kind of various different options. Luckily, we had a plan for kind of a fully virtual awards. So we were kind of prepared for that. And I suppose a number of years ago, we had moved to fully online in terms of the application process. And I suppose what was different this year was that the interview, instead of being face-to-face, were virtually as well. But actually, it has actually been very seamless. It's our biggest year ever in terms of the number of entries. So that's been fantastic to see. Even though, as an industry, it's, some parts of it have actually, been really positively impacted. Others, more negatively impacted depending on the sector that they supply. But I think overall, the tech sector, I was talking to members themselves, they've really upped their game as well. So even though, as a sector, we're kind of the ones that everyone thinks, well, you guys are able to kind of keep the show on the road. And that's definitely the case. But I suppose a lot of the companies have adapted themselves and really introduced new work practices and, trying to ensure that engagement level is kept strong. So it's been really, really positive.
We have plenty to celebrate, and we will throughout the evening. But let's get a quick word from Jonathan Hyland, who is joining us remotely. He is the Chair of Technology Ireland and CTO of Workhuman.
Many thanks, Jess, and good evening to all of you tuning in to this first ever virtual broadcast of the Technology Ireland Awards. What a year 2020 has been. How radically things have changed this year. I'm here alone in an empty office filming this. I've had to drive all the way to Park West to ensure I don't get Zoom bombed by my 6-year-old while recording. This is the Workhuman Collaboration Hub. Such a shame it's not seen much collaboration lately. At the beginning of March, I packed up one Friday evening for an executive meeting in Florida. Little did I know that I would not see the office again until now. That was the week that Ireland went into its first lockdown. This time last year, we were all dressed up in the Mansion House for what has always proven to be a great evening. This year, we're all at home, it's late afternoon, and it's more likely you have a cup of tea in your hand than a glass of wine. The technology sector has shown extreme resilience in its response to this crisis. Our sector was always most aligned with the work-from-home situation we are now in. But while the technologies to enable this have been available for years, the practice of actually doing it at scale and maintaining productivity were completely new to most of us. And to suddenly have to adjust to this being the new way overnight for your entire organization is nothing short of daunting. But our sector has responded admirably to this challenge. The challenge of how we sustain our employee corporate cultures still remains, however. At WorkHuman, while we are all working from home now as a company, there is no doubt we are missing the face-to-face collaboration that our offices provided. We feel it is essential for our innovation, our cultural evolution, our employee engagement and mental well-being to have a blend going forward. I look forward to the days when we can have impromptu desk drop conversations and physically present team meetings are once again possible. I never thought I'd say this, but I actually miss meeting my American colleagues. We at WorkHuman are unapologetic in our mission to make work more human. What we do at WorkHuman allows companies to enhance their cultures and drive employee engagement. Just because we may not be working in the same office spaces any longer doesn't mean we should lose sight of the human connections that occur at work. Organizations need to engage with their employees in a meaningful way now more than ever. It's so important that employee lives are being recognized and celebrated, that gratitude and optimism is being shared, and that managers have ongoing discussions with their people. This is the 28th year of the Technology Ireland Awards. I am delighted that the awards have attracted over 80 applications with 43 companies shortlisted this evening, which is hugely positive to see given the difficult year this has been. The large volume of applications for the 2 Tech for Good award categories really showcased how the tech sector has been a force for good during a very turbulent time. I know we may all be suffering from Zoom fatigue, but technology solutions have been at the core of ensuring so many businesses can continue to operate, grow and thrive in these testing conditions. This is one of my last formal engagements as Chair of Technology Ireland as I stand down at the end of this year following a 2-year term, and I look forward to welcoming the new Chair and Vice Chair at the end of the year. I would like to thank all the members who have engaged with me directly during my time as Chair, and I look forward to continuing to work with you all in the future. Now more than ever, the power of the collective is important, that members of Technology Ireland can work collaboratively towards common goals and support the wider technology ecosystem. As Chair of Technology Ireland, it has been my privilege to represent its members and advocate on your behalf. I wish all the shortlisted finalist companies the very best of luck this evening. Congratulations again and my very best wishes to you all.
Thank you so much for that, Jonathan. Una, Technology Ireland have just published a new document called Future Needs, Future Thinking 2021. What can you tell us about that document?
Yes, so it's kind of our policy mainstay, and this is kind of the document we use throughout the year to when we meet politicians or anyone from other sectors to kind of say, here's what the big issues are for the technology sector in Ireland, and this is what we're doing with our members to address these issues. So in terms of education and skills and taxation supports and investment supports, those are kind of the mainstays. They are constantly, some of our biggest issues. Obviously supports for scaling and entrepreneurial companies and attracting talent and developing talent in Ireland is a really big issue for our members. But 2 of the newer issues are kind of, newish, are kind of around the impact of COVID. So that's kind of around the changes in workplaces and the future of the technology sector itself, but also the future of work and how that's going to look. And then secondly, we have data regulation, so kind of big data issues. And I suppose we've seen the fallout from the Schrems 2 case, Privacy Shield not being valid for data transfers between EU and US. And I suppose the focus now on the use of standard contractual clauses and the onus and the pressure that's putting on companies themselves. And that's not just technology companies, that's all companies who, in any way international, which is, in Ireland, a lot of companies. So I suppose we're working across the sectors to highlight some of those issues. And, I suppose as the tech sector, digitalisation becomes more ubiquitous, our reach and our input actually grows on the back of that.
One thing that we are going to definitely see and celebrate tonight is just how agile the tech sector is and the industry as a whole. What I'm getting from you and your document is that that level of agility will need to continue and maybe even go up a few gears as we proceed into the next 12 months.
Absolutely. I mean, even talking to members, over the last 6 months, the technology sector is kind of heralded as a sector that, this was, they were very easy and, straightforward adaptation to the working from home. But from talking to companies, there has been major changes. And I suppose the feedback from members has been we've had to really up our game. It hasn't been, totally plain sailing. We've done it and we've done it well and we've done it quickly. But there has been a lot of learnings. And I think even as time goes on and, we're kind of longer away from the workplace, that creativity aspect and that engagement aspect, that's a really big issue at the moment. And I suppose there's a lot of best practice sharing going on across the sector in terms of how are people still doing this? What's the best way to do this remotely without it feeling kind of forced, or, you want that natural kind of engagement that you would have had previously, and kind of working together, because there's some really novel ideas among the membership on how to do some of these kind of agile practices, and even just sharing that and kind of being collaborative with each other. It's been really positive to see.
Yeah, that word collaboration, I think, is vital, because it's from, very often from crisis comes brilliance and comes some of the best ideas, some of which we are going to recognise and celebrate tonight. But it's only through that collaboration that we can ensure that we as an entire sector move in sync, I suppose. So are you optimistic that that will happen through all of the challenges that will no doubt continue to arise?
Absolutely. I mean, I think we've seen over the last 6 months, the level of engagement. I mean, we've kind of gone from a sector where we would have had kind of maybe quarterly face-to-face meetings, and a lot of our groups now, at the start of COVID, we were meeting on a weekly basis virtually. They have kind of extended out somewhat, but I suppose the agile nature of how we meet now has made it that we can actually meet much more often and have much more conversations with each other. So that has been a really positive change that we've seen, that, instead of having to bring everyone together physically, by having much more virtual meetings, we've actually had huge engagement, and that's from right across the country as well, because obviously we have members from all over Ireland. So it's been great from that aspect to see that the engagement levels right across the board have really shot up, and I think that's one of the positives we will definitely take from this experience, and I suppose something that we will be mindful of, ensuring that stays going into the future as well.
Absolutely. So we have plenty to look forward to. Una Fitzpatrick, Director of Technology Ireland, thank you so much, and congratulations on arranging this wonderful evening.
Thank you, Jess.
Right, let's get to the awards. Now, as I mentioned, this is the 28th year of the awards, and it's the biggest one to date. We had more than 80 entries assessed by our panel of independent judges who conducted their work remotely. Each of the shortlisted companies presented themselves and their exceptional achievements to the judging panel. I heard that this was not an easy task, but they managed to whittle it down to a shortlist of 43 companies. Without further ado, let's jump into our first award of the evening. Please welcome Lorna Martin, Head of Technology at Fidelity Investments, to announce the winner of the Tech for Good Product Service Award.
Thank you, Una and Jess. It's so inspiring to see how our industry is contributing to the greater good in society, and Fidelity is delighted to sponsor this category. This award recognises a company whose product or service demonstrates significant benefit to society and showcases technology advancement. The nominees for the Tech for Good Product Service Award 2020 are Nearform, Wise Tech, S3 Connected Health, Cyber Smarties Limited, Cognizant. And the winner of the Tech for Good Product Service Award 2020 is Nearform. Congratulations to Nearform. And now to hear a few words from them.
Hi, I'm Larry Breen, Chief Commercial Officer at Nearform, a software development company headquartered out of Tramore, County Waterford. We're delighted to be shortlisted for the Technology Ireland Industry Award for Tech for Good. This is for our role in the development of the COVID Tracker Ireland app in conjunction with the Irish Government and the HSE. The app is more than just contact tracing. It's become a key part of our fight against this pandemic. And because of its success, we've been able to expand it on a global basis, including countries like Northern Ireland, Scotland, Jersey, Gibraltar, as well as across the pond with New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Delaware, all joining the fight. We've also been able to work with partners like the Linux Foundation Public Health, where we've been able to open source, in conjunction with the HSE, the code that sits underneath this app and allows other countries to actually pick it up and use it for their own battles. Ultimately, this global pandemic is something we've all got to deal with together, and we're delighted and humbled to be part of that whole collaborative effort. The app that we've now produced is available to up to 55 million people worldwide for them to actually use it, and that number continues to grow. It's one of the fastest adopted apps that's out there, and we continue to make improvements and actually drive that forwards. We're delighted from a tech for good point of view to be able to provide a service both to our citizens, to our country, and to the wider global community. We recognise that the Nearform team are excellent in what they do. To be able to apply those skills to something so meaningful has been very worthwhile and is great for us as a business.
Huge congratulations to Nearform. We move on now to the second award of the evening, and it is back to Lorna Martin for the Tech for Good CSR Award, also sponsored by Fidelity Investments.
This award recognises a company that has made an exceptional contribution benefiting wider society, showcasing the support and initiatives delivered through their company corporate social and responsibility programme. The nominees for the Tech for Good CSR Award 2020 are Host in Ireland, Liberty IT, IBM, Microsoft, IBM and Cisco. And the winner of the Tech for Good CSR Award 2020 is Microsoft. Congratulations to Microsoft. And now to hear a few words from them.
Hi everyone, my name is Amanda Jolliffe and I'm here at Microsoft Ireland. At Microsoft, our mission is to empower every person and organisation on the planet to achieve more. And this includes schools and young people. So that's why I want to talk to you about our CSR Tech for Good entry, Dreamspace. Now, Dreamspace is a special place. Obviously, I would say that, but it is. It's where we engage with primary and secondary school students across the entire island of Ireland, looking at immersive STEM and digital skills experiences that get them excited about their futures. When we opened in March 2018, we set ourselves an ambition of reaching 100,000 students in 4 years, of which so far we have engaged with over 40,000. A lot of them have been face-to-face, but obviously since March we've had to take a virtual approach. This began with our Home Space series from March to June, where we did daily webinars looking at live lessons across a lot of categories suitable for lots of different age groups. And partnering with RTE, we tried to reach as many homes as possible. And all of this has culminated into a brand new approach from us this year, in which we're doing virtual field trips, talking to classrooms every single day. We have a teacher community that we're working really closely with, and we've developed Dreamspace TV, live weekly episodes that go out on our sites and with RTE as well. Because of all the hard work we've done to help reach schools and young people across the entire country, we would love the recognition of this award. So thank you for your consideration.
Thanks, Lorna, and a huge congratulations to Microsoft Ireland. Now we move on to the third award of the evening. This is the Excellence in Talent Development, presented by Paul Healy of Skillnet Ireland and sponsored by Technology Ireland ICT Skillnet.
Thank you, Una and Jess. Firstly, I would like to thank my fellow judges, Tony Davitt and Jenny Brown. We had some excellent submissions for this category, and I want to offer my congratulations to all the shortlisted nominees. This award recognises a company's achievement in its strategy and approach to fostering the continuous professional and personal development of its people. So, the nominees for the Excellence in Talent Development Award for 2020 are eShop World, Fidelity Investments, AWS, Squarespace and IBM. And the winner of the Excellence in Talent Development Award for 2020 is AWS. My hearty congratulations to all the team at AWS. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mike Beery, Country Manager for Amazon Web Services here in Ireland. Amazon first opened an office in Ireland in 2004, and in 2007, Ireland became the first location outside of the US where we built data center operations. Since then, we've continued to grow and invest here. In July this year, we announced an additional 1,000 jobs in Ireland over the next 2 years, which will bring our total permanent employee numbers here to over 5,000 people. At AWS, we're committed to growing and developing talent. We hire great people in our local communities, and we value a workforce that represents diverse backgrounds. For the last 3 years, AWS has worked with TU Dublin in Tallaght and in Blanchardstown to offer free bursaries to selected students to participate in the university's Data Center Technician and Data Center Engineering training courses. The program enables candidates from a wide variety of career paths and life experiences to study the basics of software, hardware, and networking to change their career trajectory and to get a start in the cloud computing industry. Students are offered paid placements within AWS to gain hands-on experience to complement their academic learning. We encourage members of our local communities in Dublin to apply for the program for the opportunity to upskill and to secure that invaluable hands-on experience and potentially for full-time employment. We're proud of this initiative, and we've now had 2 successful cohorts of graduates from the program. We're delighted to say that over 70% of the graduates have started exciting permanent roles with us in AWS or with other cloud computing companies here in Ireland. With this and a range of other educational initiatives, we want to play our part in developing the talent to fuel Ireland's continued growth as a leader in the technology and cloud computing industry. Thank you.
Thanks for that, Paul, and a huge congratulations to AWS. Next up, we have the hashtag Women in Tech Company Initiative of the Year, sponsored by Technology Ireland's software SkillNet. Presenting this award is Tracy Donnery, Executive Director of SkillNet Ireland.
Thank you, Una and Jess. Myself and everyone at SkillNet Ireland are delighted to support the Technology Ireland Awards. This award recognises a company which has demonstrated a strong commitment to attracting, retaining and developing women across its workforce. The nominees for the Women in Tech Company Initiative of the Year 2020 are VMware, WorkHuman, Fidelity Investments, Citi and McAfee Ireland Limited. And the winner of the Women in Tech Company Initiative of the Year 2020 award goes to VMware. Congratulations to VMware. Now to hear a few words from them.
Hi there, my name is Ciara McAdam O'Connell and today I'm representing VMware Ireland. At VMware Ireland, we aim to create a space inclusive to all. We recognise all forms of diversity as important, from demographic factors such as race, gender identity, sexual orientation and age, to other critical factors such as function, office location, personality and life experience. In relation to women in tech specifically, our mission is to overachieve on our gender diversity goals and create an environment where women feel comfortable to speak, that they will be heard, and of course their achievements will be recognised. We strive to build a culture in which women feel comfortable choosing their own path, whether that be advancing their careers to a very high level or perhaps choosing to upskill in their desired area. We do all this through various programmes and initiatives across our Irish campus. VM Inclusion Ireland, our Diversity and Inclusion Committee, which is an employee-driven group dedicated to enhancing VMware's inclusive culture and to harness the power of human difference, is one of them. We have a framework for diversity in our talent acquisition processes and our university academy programmes. We also have STEM-inspired programmes for the younger generation, like Coder Dojo, STEM Aspire and Teen Turn. And for those who wish to transition into IT, we have many Kickstarter and Back to Work type programs to make that transition easier. Here at VMware Ireland, we strive for true gender equity, and creating greater opportunities for women to learn and lead.
Thanks for that, Tracy, and congratulations to VMware. We move on now to the Digital Technology Services Project of the Year. This award is sponsored by FIT ICT Associate Apprenticeship and will be presented by Adele Hesnan, the Operations Manager.
Thank you, Una and Jess. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to be here with you virtually this afternoon to present the award for the Digital Technology Services Project of the Year 2020 on behalf of the FIT ICT Associate Professional. This award recognises a services project which has delivered outstanding value to an end client, either public or private sector, through the innovative use of digital technology, whether on their own or that of another vendor. The nominees for the Digital Technology Services Project of the Year 2020 are CWSI, Tech Enable Limited, Grid Beyond. And the winner of the Digital Technology Services Project of the Year 2020 is Tech Enable. Huge congratulations, Tech Enable. I'll hand over to you.
Hi, I'm Peter Rose from Tech Enable. Tech Enable was founded in 2002 to provide bespoke software solutions to enterprise customers. We work mainly in the financial, healthcare, agri-food and public sectors, delivering what are often business-critical systems. We have over 90 staff. We're headquartered in Dublin, have offices in the UK, Spain, UAE, Pakistan and Hungary. About 4 years ago, we predicted a shift in the market and changed our strategy to meet it head-on. Low-code platforms were coming of age, delivering line-of-business systems faster, with more functionality per euro spend, and with a lower risk than ever before. So we built a team dedicated to the leading low-code platform, Microsoft Dynamics 365 and Microsoft Power Platform. And today, this business accounts for about 2/3 of our revenue. What makes us unique is that when a requirement cannot be met by the out-of-the-box platform, we don't fall off the edge of the platform, but we lean on our 18 years of heritage of bespoke development to extend it to meet our customers' needs. We've built many national systems over the past few years, including systems for the insurance industry, electoral registration, disability management and planning, and most recently the ultimate proof of the low-code approach, the contact tracing system for the HSE, which we delivered the first live release of in under a week. We entered the IBEC Awards as their premier award and a way of recognising the skill and hard work of the Tech Enable team and our customers. Thank you.
Thanks for that, Adele, and a huge congratulations to Tech Enable. We move on to the 6th award of the evening and we cross back to Jonathan Hyland to present this award. The award for Technology Innovation of the Year, sponsored by WorkHuman.
This hotly contested award will be given to the company which, in the opinion of the judges, has demonstrated a clear, visionary and transformative technology in a given platform, product or service area during the previous year. The nominees for Technology Innovation of the Year are Circuit, CloudCompliant.com, Ecom Merchant Solutions, Fenergo, ThinScale Technology, City Swift, and the winner of the Technology Innovation of the Year 2020 is City Swift. Congratulations to City Swift. Now to hear a few words from them.
Hi, I'm Alan Farley, CEO and co-founder of City Swift. At City Swift, we provide a specialist data engine that powers public transport. Why is City Swift different? I suppose it's our specialist knowledge in machine learning and artificial intelligence, and also our deep domain knowledge on public transport. Companies across the UK and mainland Europe have seen huge benefits in using City Swift platforms, such as increased punctuality of their services, reduced operating expenses, and increased passenger satisfaction. The secret sauce of City Swift is our data engine. That is really what powers everything off us. That's with machine learning, the artificial intelligence, and the real secret sauce of City Swift. I'm not going to explain the secret sauce now, but that's kind of the main thing for us. And then off that we have 3 modules: Swift Schedule, Swift Metrics, and Swift Connect. All of them powering a certain part of the bus industry.
Swift Connect lets passengers know how busy every route, every bus, and every stop is up to 2 weeks in advance, allowing them to plan their journeys in the most safe way possible during COVID. Swift Connect is also being trialled in some of North America's largest cities. Why we applied for the award in the category Technology Innovation of the Year. COVID could have had a huge impact on our growth, but as a company, we pulled together, innovated, and most importantly, executed on this vision. This award would be a fantastic recognition of the work our incredibly dedicated team has put in.
Thank you, Jonathan, and a huge congratulations to City Swift. We move on now to Award 7 of the evening, and this is the Outstanding Achievement in International Growth, sponsored by Enterprise Ireland. This award will be presented by David Byrne, Manager of Digital Technologies.
Thanks, Una and Jess. Great to join you virtually this afternoon to present this award. Enterprise Ireland is delighted to be involved once again in supporting the Technology Ireland Industry Awards, especially in a year when we face the joint challenges of both COVID and Brexit. A time when exporting and growing exports has never been more challenging or important. This award will be given to the company which has made the most significant advances in international company revenues through the design, development and execution of creative and effective sales and marketing programs during the previous year. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in International Growth 2020 are Grid Beyond, Phineas, My Compliance Office, Nutritics, Luzerne E-Commerce, and the winner of the Outstanding Achievement in International Growth 2020 is Phineas. Congratulations to Phineas. Now let's hear a few words from them.
Hi, my name is Chuck Johnson. I'm Chief Marketing Officer for Phineas Software. We're very excited to be part of the Tech Ireland Awards this year because they're all about innovation, and so is Phineas. Phineas grew up in the heart of Dublin. It's a company providing insurance technology and software to the European market space, and then quickly grew to North America, Asia, Australia, New Zealand. We provide a comprehensive core insurance platform for the group life, accident, and health market space, and also the employee benefit market space in North America. For us, innovation is critical because we are providing software to all of these markets on the same platform. So it must be highly configurable, able to manage the regulations in all of these various markets, keep up with the most modern customer experience paradigms that we have to have in each of all these market spaces, and also be very reliable, secure, because it is financial services transactions. So given that, being part of the Irish technology community has been great. We get great people. There's a great support network within Dublin in particular. There's great connections into the academic community. So for us, the Tech Ireland Awards is all about kind of championing all of the things that have made us successful in the market space, hopefully attracting some people to come work for us because we are an exciting and innovation company, and kind of letting the world know the value that we get from being part of the Irish community.
Thanks for that, David, and congratulations to Phineas. Moving on now to the 8th award of the night. We are going back to David Byrne now for the Emerging Company of the Year award, also sponsored by Enterprise Ireland.
Thanks again, Una and Jess. Delighted to be back to present this second award this afternoon. This award will be made to the most promising emerging digital technology company, a company who demonstrate long-term vision with regard to building and financing sustainable business growth. The nominees for Emerging Company of the Year 2020 are Odyssey VC, Swift Comply, Pexlify, Orbidal, Circit, and the winner of the Emerging Company of the Year 2020 award is Swift Comply. Congratulations to Swift Comply. Now let's hear a few words from them.
Hello, I'm Mick O'Dwyer, the founder and CEO of Swift Comply. At Swift Comply, our mission is to help protect human health and the environment, and we do this by providing compliance management software to water and wastewater utilities. We were founded in Ireland in 2016, and today we serve over 400 city customers located in 5 countries. We are an impact-driven company, and we're immensely proud to help these customers provide safe drinking and wastewater services to over 50 million people. Thank you.
Thanks, David, and congratulations to Swift Comply. We move on now to the Technology Ireland Person of the Year Award. This is an award made by Technology Ireland, which recognises an outstanding individual who has made a significant contribution to the Irish digital technology sector as a whole. Please welcome Una Fitzpatrick back to the stage to present this award.
The Technology Ireland Person of the Year Award is a very special award made by Technology Ireland to recognise an individual's outstanding contribution to the sector in Ireland, someone who has gone above and beyond the day job for the greater good of the sector. I am delighted to announce that the 2020 winner of the Technology Ireland Person of the Year Award is Adele Creeley. Adele is a hugely successful entrepreneur who co-founded Trilogy Technologies over 10 years ago, with the company being acquired by Arcfire last year, of which Adele is now the Managing Director of Arcfire Services. Adele has been a prominent advocate for the Indigenous tech sector in Ireland for many years. She is the previous chair of the Irish Software Association, the forerunner to Technology Ireland, and a major contributor to the sector over the years through her work on the ISA Council and various working groups. She has served on the government's ICT Skills Action Plan for Jobs Steering Group and represented the industry on a number of advisory panels for Enterprise Ireland in the areas of high potential startup and software sector strategy. And as a board member and a recent president of IBEC, Adele continues to be a strong representative for the Irish technology sector. As well as being a fantastic role model, Adele is a vocal advocate for women in technology. And if that wasn't enough, Adele is a classically trained violinist and regularly plays with the Hibernian Orchestra. Respected for her ambition and admired for her leadership qualities, Adele is a very worthy recipient of the 2020 Technology Ireland Person of the Year Award. I'm delighted to present this award to Adele and look forward to hearing from her.
Thank you, Una, and good evening, everyone. I am truly delighted to be here today, accepting this award as Technology Ireland Person of the Year. I know I follow a long line of great people who've received this honour before me, all of whom have made valuable contributions to the technology sector in Ireland, and I am genuinely thrilled to be joining their company. Those of you who are regular attendees at this award ceremony will know that this has always been the highlight of the year, when we celebrate what we continue to achieve as businesses in the Irish tech sector, both Indigenous and multinational. This sector, which was in its infancy when I left college in the 80s, has grown from strength to strength. The contrast between where we were then and where we are now is truly remarkable by comparison. And having worked for homegrown Irish tech companies throughout my career, and been through the ups and downs of founding, growing and exiting Trilogy, I know what it takes to travel the road of the entrepreneur. What has been important to me on this journey, and entrepreneurs like me, has been the priorities for this sector that Technology Ireland is focused on. Initiatives which have helped influence national stakeholders to support enablement of growth and elimination of the barriers to success. Initiatives such as attracting international talent, encouraging investment supports, rewarding the risk takers, and investing in development of ICT skills all continue to be vitally important to our sector while ensuring we remain competitive. So thank you to the many incredible people that make up the Technology Ireland Board, Council and working groups. It is the engagement from all of you and so many more of our member companies that demonstrate what makes this industry so great and which I'm privileged to be a part of. Finally, I would like to thank my colleagues and my family for their support and encouragement, and give a shout out to the great people in ISA whom I've worked with over the years, missing our gathering tonight and looking forward to being with you all again next year. And to Technology Ireland, thank you again for choosing me for this award, and to all of you out there, stay safe and I wish you continued success in your businesses. Thank you.
Congratulations to Adele, a very worthy recipient, I'm sure you will all agree. We have reached the final award of the evening. This is the Technology Ireland Company of the Year Award 2020, sponsored by our platinum sponsor, EY Ireland. Marie Tracy, Partner and Technology Sector Lead at EY Ireland, will present this award.
Thanks, Jess and Una, and well done on a wonderful broadcast this afternoon. EY is the proud partner to the Technology Ireland Industry Awards again in 2020. Each of this afternoon's award winners and finalists have excelled in spite of a very challenging year, and I'd like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of them on their achievements. The Technology Ireland Company of the Year Award will be made to a company who have demonstrated outstanding performance over the previous year, combining aspects of technical innovation, sales achievement, and successful partnering strategies. The nominees for the Technology Ireland Company of the Year Award are Financial Risk Solutions, Grid Beyond, Finergo, My Compliance Office, and FINEOS. And now for the most exciting moment of the afternoon. The winner of the Technology Ireland Company of the Year Award 2020 is Finergo. Absolutely fantastic news, and congratulations, Finergo. And now to your video.
Well, thank you to Technology Ireland and the judges. We are delighted to have won Company of the Year. My name is Conor Coughlin and I'm the Chief Marketing Officer for Finergo. And for those of you who are a little less familiar with Finergo, we are a major Irish success story operating around the world in all the major financial markets. And we're specialists in client lifecycle management and digital transformation. Thank you for recognizing our firm.
A huge congratulations to Finergo on winning that ultimate award. Una, huge achievement.
Absolutely. I mean, they're a fantastic Irish success story and I'm delighted for them. Delighted for all our winners and especially all the shortlisted finalists as well. It really is a tremendous achievement to be shortlisted in these awards. So congratulations to everyone and I hope you all have enjoyed the evening.
It has been an incredible evening here at the 28th Technology Ireland Annual Industry Awards. A huge thank you to all of our judges, all of our entrants. Congratulations again to all of our winners. And we must say a big thank you once again to our sponsors as well. Our platinum sponsor, EY Ireland, gold sponsors, Fidelity Investments, Workhuman and Enterprise Ireland, and our silver sponsors, Technology Ireland ICT SkillNet, FIT ICT Associate Apprenticeship and Technology Ireland Software SkillNet. Thank you so much for your support. Hopefully we will see you all again in the Mansion House next year. Until then, take care.